very beautiful morning to you. My name is Oluchi Carlo. It's another wonderful Saturday, and the only difference is that this Saturday, it's a bit cold for the morning, so I think it's good. It's just that it's not really that good for people who want to do house chores, because everybody will still be in bed by this time.
It's cold and as well drizzling here in Okayes. For some of us who came out late, certainly the rain must have dropped some drizzles on you. This is the Weekend Show, and I am David Okwasili, welcoming you to another beautiful edition of the program.
Yes, we have a lot in stock for you this morning. We'll take a short break and bring you the press review this morning.
Right, so on press review this morning, we start from ABS websites to see the stories making the major headlines this morning. Soludo hails residents of Fegon for interventions in waste evacuation. 2023, INEC concludes planning processes for general elections 9 months ahead of time. Anambra State government initiates more measures to tackle traffic challenges. WADA Ambassador Mrs. Soludo worries over increasing rates of drug abuse among school children. Those are the stories on ABS website this morning. There are still more.
And then we'll go to the Saturday Punch newspaper this morning, where we have the men on top of the page of the paper. We have, "My respect for Buhari high. I will never denigrate him," says Tinubu. "Why I oppose ex-Lagos governor as Buhari's running mate," says Saraki. "Policemen who responded to distress call fled on sighting gunmen at home of my slain campaign agent." This is ex-information minister Labaran Mako. And then we also have PDP BOT mates Atiku Monday over running mates. We'll also have Ayu will resign as party chair if ex-VP wins. Jabrin to step down in January. Uncertainty surrounds APC presidential primaries as court okays statutory delegates. INEC says it is not aware. Panel silence on 10 disqualified aspirants. Buhari meets contestants. Unveil anointed candidates Sunday. Tinubu Osinbajo Southwest aspirants meet today. Southeast undecided over consensus. Federal government should quickly release terrorist children in exchange for Kaduna train attack captives. And that's family spokesman Jimo. And then we also have party goers lament as hosts charge high price for Ashebi. Okay, that's the number one. How I defeated Adamawa ex-governor Rebadu. Orders to emerge APC only female governorship candidate. That's by Senate Obinani. And then finally, it's still like a dream. My 15-year-old son got killed on church premises, Delta-based tire repairer. And quite a sad one.
You know, this issue, I remember when we talked about something like that.
Maybe we should talk about it
again. Ashebi, that thing is wahala. All right, let's look at the Nation newspaper this morning. Tinubu, I have high regard for Buhari, says opponents creating narrative that was disrespectful towards the president. Ex-Lagos governor only brand that can defeat Atiku, says Governor Chetima. Abiodu, I never issued any statement against Tinubu. Those are the stories or riders there on the major banner headline on the front page of the Nation Saturday this morning. From there, we look at APC ticket. President didn't discuss consensus zoning in meeting with governors. Additional, Fayemi denies stepping down for Sibanjo. Screening, Oyegu Committee disqualifies 10 APC aspirants. Asks NWC to consider North-South discourse in picking candidates. INEC releases guidelines for 2023 poll. Those are the stories on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning.
And then the Saturday Independent newspaper this morning is quite a busy one. We have my professional position comes with huge responsibility, and that's by Helen Paul, the Nigerian comedian who just bagged a professorship abroad. And then we also have You Were Never Married, Court Tells Lovers After 27 Years of Cohabitation. That one is breakfast. Okay, then we have Nigeria bigger than your ambition, Saraki tells Tinubu. He says he acted in national interest. APC primaries, Tinubu's outburst against Buhari splashes northern support, says Babache Lawal. As president's demand to choose successor divides party, presidential hope Fujitri as screening committee disqualifies 10 aspirants. 2023, INEC lacks capacity to register eligible voters, group alleges. Warn Commission against mass disenfranchisement. Court remands Osinachi's husband in Kuji prison. And finally, we have a disclaimer from Jim Ike saying, I have no intention to convert to Islam. You know, that actually trended within the week. Everybody was like, Jim Ike has, he has actually converted to Islam. So that's the disclaimer people have been looking for.
All right, from there we move to the leadership weekend this morning. 3 days to APC presidential primary. Screening panel recommends safe list of 13 aspirants. Says no aspirant has been disqualified. We have Tinubu expresses high regard, respect for President Buhari, Tinubu expresses high regard, respect for President Buhari. Statutory delegates can vote. Kanu Court declares, statutory delegates can vote. Kanu Court declares despite INEC deadline. We also have INEC releases guidelines for 2023 polls, says only watermarked ballots will be counted. You also see the pictures behind the shortlisted aspirants. I believe that is a prediction by the leadership weekend.
And then the Saturday Telegraph newspaper, we have Tinubu's outburst shocking, shows why Yorubas can't be trusted. That's by Babache. I have high regards for President Buhari, didn't disrespect him. And that one is accredited to Tinubu. I oppose Muslim tickets based on principle. I would do it again, says Saraki. INEC released guidelines to transmit poll results electronically, bars officials from making receiving calls during collation of results. Debt servicing, experts back IMF's position on Nigeria, calls for strengthening of manufacturing sector, agriculture. Troops neutralize 5 bandits, sets headsman's camp ablaze in Benue. Bandits kill community volunteer guard officers in reprisal. FCTA mauls revocation of land titles used by scrap market. And the main rider there, we have APC presidential ticket. Governors in fight to the finish. The story is on page 2 and 3. Northern governors beat Lagos, Ogun with Senate presidency. Wajabia Miller, a motion under consideration. APC screening committee disqualifies 10 presidential aspirants. And that's it from the Saturday Telegraph newspaper.
And from the Saturday Telegraph, we move to the Saturday Tribune. Presidential ticket. APC panel asks 10 aspirants, recommends youth as candidates, says only one aspirant is opposed to consensus candidacy. 24 hours after Abeokuta outburst, Tinubu says, I did not insult Buhari. Ekiti election will be violence-free. That is according to the National Security Advisor. Enforcement of Okada ban. Lagos motorcyclists lose 7,548 bikes to crushing machines. Masquerader killed in Kogi explosion. My husband got me, our baby detained in police cell. I fainted. There are other stories on the front page of the Tribune newspaper this morning.
And then straight to the Saturday Sun newspaper this morning, we have 2023 presidency. Ohaneze to Buhari, be courageous, give it to Southeast. Extradition, Abakiari knows fate in August 29. APC primaries, 68 senators, 187 reps back Lawan. Okada ban, Lagos crushes 5,000 motorbikes, records 85% compliance. Sariki to Tinubu, Nigeria bigger than your ambition. I have respect for Buhari North, says Tinubu. Presidential ticket, APC disqualifies 10 aspirants over craft cases. Resignation deadline orders. 17 governors back president on preferred candidates. Protests grounds party headquarters. And that's it. That's it from the Saturday Sun newspaper.
And then finally for this morning, we look at the Guardian newspaper. 2023 anxiety in APC as panel disqualifies 10 aspirants. You can see the details on page 2 of the paper. Other stories making the front page are extradition suits Abba Kyari to no fate on August 29. Court remands Osinachi's husband in Kuje Correctional Center. We also have women deserve to wake up in a world where everyone has equal rights. I have high regard and respect for President Buhari, says Tinubu. Those are the stories on the front page of the Guardian newspaper for this morning.
And that's the much we can take this morning. Remember to read up stories from the dailies. All you have to do is visit the vendor closest to you. And to read up or listen to stories from the ABS website, all you have to do is first, you can either visit our website, www.absradiotv.com, read it up, or you can also stream live via the website, or you can stay tuned to our radio and television channels to be on top of happenings around you.
All right, stay with us as we bring you our discussion segment for this morning.